Welcome to R&R, Relationships in Real Estate. I'm your host, Chris Silva. This is my beautiful wife, Corey Silva.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for that introduction. Welcome to our show, R&R. Chris and I are the owners of Silva Realty and Silva Lending, and we've been in the real estate and mortgage industry since the early 2000s. We're super excited to have you all here with us. Thank you so much for joining us and for always showing your support. Welcome to the second week of January.
What?
Does it feel like 2023 to you?
It does.
Yes.
It does, but I mean, I'm still like in a fog right now. So I don't know if it's 2022, 2023. I'm not sure.
Oh, well, is everyone still writing 2022? Because I am here. I'm ready to go. And it looks like we already have my mom here joining us super early. Thank you so much. She said, welcome home. Hope you had a wonderful vacation. And we sure did. Thank you so much for watching our girl Uma while we were gone, and for you and Dad making the time to take us to the airport and pick us up late last night. Thank you so much, Dad. I know he doesn't watch the show, but you can give him an extra hug and kiss for us.
We're going to share a very funny Uma story a little bit later on the show.
Oh my gosh, yes. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that.
And everybody else who's here joining us, please drop us a comment below. We love to chat with you, and we're super excited that you're here with us. So if you happen to catch our show last week, you got to hang out with us live on vacation. We were in Kauai, and now that we're back from our vacation, do you feel ready to get back to work?
We never stop working.
I know,
right?
that's such a silly question to ask, right?
It's funny because this vacation, we always have escrows and whatnot, right? And the clients that we had this time, they apologized every single time they called me. Apologized, like, I'm so sorry to call you on vacation. I'm like, this is what we do. Don't apologize.
What we do. Yes.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to work with you. Like, never have to apologize. We work all the time. My wife's used to it. My kids are used to it. It's all good.
We're always going nonstop.
Yeah, always going nonstop. So we never stopped. Thanks for everybody that hit us up on vacation, because we got a lot of stuff to come back to.
Yes. A lot of listings coming up and buyers to help get into homes for the new year. So do you wish we had a little bit more time on the island, or do you feel just right? Like just enough rejuvenation? Do you feel pumped, amped, excited, ready to go?
You know what? I am filled with gratitude. I think we were talking about this on the vacation. I just feel like we were so blessed to be on vacation, but like it was like the perfect amount of time. Mm-hmm. It wasn't too long, too short. And it's exactly what I think I needed. Mm-hmm. What
to clear your mind.
Is it what you needed?
Yes.
I think what we needed as a family, right? Mm-hmm. It was perfect. So no, I'm happy to be back, and I'm grateful for the time that we had.
Yes, absolutely. So we made it home late last night. Our travel journey was a little bit of an adventure. As you all know, the weather's been affecting that. So our flight was delayed. So we're sitting in this small little terminal with a bunch of people. And luckily, everyone had pretty good spirits, right?
Yeah, a lot of nice people there.
Met some nice people there. And we were lucky enough to make it home between the two storms. Because, oh my goodness.
The timing of that. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know how that happened. The skies cleared up. We did have a lot of turbulence on the way home. I was just looking at Chris like, I didn't say anything in front of the kids because they were just rolling with it.
The kids didn't know better to be scared.
Right. But in my
people
mind,
were scared. There was a lot of turbulence. It was probably one of the more turbulent flights that we've had.
Yes.
And I could tell you were really scared.
But I just didn't say anything.
We were sitting 3 seats. It was me, Nola, and Tino. I was on the aisle seat, and Corey was on the aisle seat. So she's grabbing for my hand.
I'm like holding his hand, and I'm thinking in my head, oh my gosh, I still want to live. Like my life can't end yet. Like I'm only 42.
You know what's so funny is I knew you were having those thoughts, and I'm like chill, right? You saw me, right? Complete opposite. I'm like, I think I told her, this is probably not what you want to tell somebody that's anxious. I told her, I'm all baby. Nothing's going to happen. But if it did, we're all together.
That's exactly what he said. And I'm like, oh gosh, I'm just imagining us falling out of the sky.
It's all good. Like it would be over so quick, right? We'd be in heaven. It'd be good.
It's so terrible that I think about the worst things, right? And then of course I watched a movie. I finally watched a movie on the plane because I was sitting by myself while Chris was taking care of the kids. And I watched the Elvis movie, and he died at 42. And I'm like, no, this is a sign. I'm 42. Like my life can't be over. This is terrible. These are the thoughts that I was having. It was pretty scary.
And it's a little funny because the baby, I don't think, was screaming because of the turbulence, but there's this little baby in the back, and I could picture Corey wanting to make the same sounds as the baby. Ah, ah. I think you were having those feelings.
Luckily,
and the
I did not hear the baby. I had my earbuds in.
But, I was cool about it. I wasn't worried because I'm just like, this isn't the end of our story. We're good.
Yeah,
like,
we're good.
God's got more in his plans for us,
Yes. Well, luckily we made it home safely, and oh my goodness, what an adventure, especially with all the craziness that's been going on. As we all know, while we were gone, California's been hit with storm after storm.
I can't believe it. We got all the water we needed, but at one time.
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I wish we could just hold it all. And are we out of the drought now? I'm wondering. This is crazy.
I don't think we have. This is another story about later. But when I went up to the Capitol, that was something they were trying to propose with all this extra money that California had. Like our surplus was crazy. I don't know exactly what it is. It's like $175 billion or something. They're pushing to build aqueducts and something to hold this water when we do get it.
Right.
Nobody does it. Newsom's not doing it. Nobody does it because it's not sexy, right? It's not something that's going to get you reelected. But we need it. Hopefully, maybe the ground holds this water.
Well, hopefully this will be a wake-up call, and maybe they'll start pushing to have things like that done.
Because we got a ton. We had a river now in Santa Clarita.
Oh my gosh, that river is there that people never knew about who just moved to Santa Clarita.
I'm hoping Via Metro doesn't get washed away.
I hope that's okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So a sinkhole opened up in Chatsworth and swallowed 2 cars.
No way.
4 people escaped. Oh my gosh, that is terrifying.
We had somebody get rescued here in Castaic off of Hasley and Del Val. Somebody was trapped in their car.
Yes.
And they had to be rescued out of it. And that's right down the street. That's like a 5-minute drive.
It's crazy. Oh my goodness. So hopefully everyone's staying safe.
We lost 17 people to the storm.
That's so sad.
And that's probably not the end count. And it's count your blessings every day. Hopefully we get the rain that we need, but without people losing their lives or their livelihoods, their properties, right?
It's horrible.
It's tough.
I mean, the properties can be replaced, but not their lives. So.
Right. Hey,
condolences to everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Lulu. Thank you so much for being here with us. We miss you. We're so excited we get to see her soon.
Yeah, next month.
Yay, woohoo, for Angel. Oh, no. Angel's birthday's later.
Just because.
just because they get to come and see us. So the rain is not over. It's supposed to rain Friday through Monday.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully it's not as bad as it's just been.
Like
sprinkles
or just like nice rain, not torrential downpour.
I don't know, but Governor Newsom has declared a state of emergency to involve FEMA and get federal government help, which we're going to need it. So we hope everyone stays safe. Check your tire pressure. Change your windshield wipers.
Wait, let me stop you there. Change your windshield wipers.
Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating because you don't realize how the heat beats them up, and then you try to go and you can't even see out your windshield.
So when we were on vacation, it rained one day, and the windshield wipers, I could not see anything out of that windshield. And you don't think to test it when you're like, how are you going to test it when you're leaving the rental lot, right?
I don't know.
So it was hard to see.
Yes.
So I'm driving really slow, and it's just because the windshield wipers were so bad. I mean, it could save your life.
That's huge. Auntie Barbara's here. Hi, Auntie Barbara.
Hey, Barb.
She said, hi, glad to see you are back. Hope your vacation was wonderful. It was very nice. Thank you so much. So this past week, we were fortunate to have a vacation, and we talked a little bit about our first half on last week's show, for those of you who joined us, where we stayed in a hotel. The second week, we ended up staying in the condo villa.
So how do you think it was? How was the second week compared to the first week?
It was so relaxing. Even though I did so much laundry.
You were a laundry fool over there.
I was more in my element, I guess, because I was doing more house stuff, like cooking and doing laundry. But I enjoy doing that. I like taking care of the family and nourishing their bodies instead of spending so much money on food that we didn't like. So it was nice. It was relaxing. We had a little more space, and it was a different part of the island. So it was cool.
It was nice. We visited the first week. We were on the east side, right? The east side of the island, right? Mm-hmm. There was no train tracks, but on the east side, it's near the airport, right? So you're like near Costco and like Walmart and Target and like that kind of stuff.
A little bit more like developed, right? Whereas
it's like where the locals live.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's like more where the working man lives. Right? We didn't know this until we got there. Right? Hotel wasn't we're kind of bougie a little bit when it comes to the hotel stays.
It wasn't even that we're bougie. It's just I felt
it's what we're used to on a timeshare.
No, it was like moldy in there. Like
it was like moisture, like water damage on
the.
the baseboards in the shower. Like it's.
I was like, did it get flooded in here?
The floor was a little damp, but we're on the second floor. It shouldn't get flooded on the second floor.
I don't know. So those were the little things, but then the second half we stayed in an area that's more like gardeny. And
Princeville, if anybody knows Princeville.
It's more secluded, and it was really nice. I liked it.
So it's something to compare to. Anybody, if you're thinking about buying a timeshare, because everybody's like, oh, timeshares, no, I would never do it, right? Like nobody wants to do a timeshare. It is, I like it a lot more than the hotel stay, and it's about the same price.
Yeah, it is. We figured that out the hard way this time. So Tanya's here. Hi, Tanya.
Hey, Tanya.
She said, hey guys, welcome back home. And hello, everyone who just joined us. Please leave a comment below and tell us how you've been.
Or just say hello.
Or just say hello.
A quick hi.
Welcome to January. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you showing your support and being here with us. So that's what helps make the show fun. So anyways, so we're back. We had a great time. The kids, they were just so good. Our kids I think they've become accustomed to knowing like, okay, we're working for a good portion of the morning. So you got to keep yourselves entertained. No arguing, please.
Right.
So, yeah. Hey, Dee Dee's here. Aloha, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, I love those pictures you post of all the sunsets of your new home. I love them. Keep them coming because I see them on social media. They're beautiful. It inspired me to catch some good shots, but I haven't posted anything.
Well, yeah, we'll talk.
I know it's terrible. I got to start posting, but I was relaxing.
This was the least amount we've ever posted on vacation, and I just think we were so in the moment. It's actually the least amount of pictures and video I took. It was just, I don't know. I don't know if it was the island itself that made me slow down and relax and just enjoy.
Well, that's what it's all about there. You just need to slow down. They got the signs everywhere. Slow down.
I'll start trickling some pictures, I guess, in between. But anyhow, yeah, the kids were awesome. The only thing that they do that when they're acting up is it's like they're married. So they're 6 and 8 years old. They bicker like we do,
couple.
like a married couple, right? And it's annoying sometimes. And I'm just like, you guys either talk nice to each other or don't talk to each other at all and give each other some space.
Yes.
Because they're together all the time,
Yep.
So.
But it was nice just being with them and having them
so nice.
in their element and having a good time. Santino got to do some boogie boarding and he was digging it. He was doing really well. He loved it until a huge wave really beat him up. Yeah, he was like, I'm done. I can't, Mom.
He didn't cry though. He held the tears back. And you know what's so funny is he wanted to take his pogo stick that Auntie Barb got him for Christmas. He's like, can I take my pogo stick to Hawaii? I was like,
he's like, but why not? I'm like, we can't check that, babe. We can't put that on the airplane.
I mean, I guess we could have, but
that would have been weird.
Yeah.
He loves that pogo stick. I'm sure he's going to be jumping on that as soon as he gets home from school today. So that was interesting though. Like when you get home from vacation, people have jet lag, right? These poor kids, they were up so late last night and they did not want to get up this morning.
We did not land until like 11:15, 11:30 p.m. last night. Again, flight delays, whatnot. And they're redoing a terminal. They're remodeling a terminal over in LAX. So we have to walk like 25 minutes from when we get out of the plane to go pick up our bags. And we had a lot of carry-on stuff. Mm-hmm. And Santino's not trying to walk. He's tired, right?
He was crying in the plane. It was so sad.
Because the kid goes to bed 9 o'clock here. Like if he goes to bed at 9:05, it's a problem. Like he's like me. Like he gets hangry and he gets really sleepy. And if he's tired, he's done. Like his body is just shutting down.
He started crying on the plane when we had to get off, and he's just like, my head hurts.
He had a headache.
I'm tired.
He's tired. Yeah.
It was horrible, but because
he should be asleep at that time.
He should be asleep. Yeah. So Chris had to, pump him up, get him going.
I gave him the pep talk.
Yeah.
He was good. I was just one foot in front of the other, buddy.
Just started giving some jokes, and he was good. He made it, but that walk was a long walk.
Had to, talk about poop and butt cheeks and all that, and he started giggling
and then he started laughing.
And he was good.
It was good, and Nola was a little trooper who just kept going, munching on some Doritos.
That girl will go all night if you let her.
Yes. Oh my goodness. But all in all, it was amazing. It was a good getaway.
So one thing that we didn't do when we were out there is we really didn't watch any TV.
Right.
Have anybody else been keeping up with TV? Like, what's hot right now? What's going on?
What are some shows that you're really into? We heard that Yellowstone's plots have been a little disappointing, but honestly, I don't really care right now because I kind of checked out of that show the last few episodes because I felt like it was getting weird. I'm like, what is going on with this show? It doesn't make sense.
They've had a couple scenes, and we're going back to like the first 2 or 3 episodes of the season because I think that's all we've seen. Mm-hmm. But there's a couple like scenes that you're like embarrassed for the characters, and I don't even want to watch anymore. Like, where you're like, you kind of want to change the channel. Santino, as a kid, he does this, right? When there's something on TV that you're kind of just embarrassed, it's kind of awkward.
Yes.
And it was the scenes with the 2 attorneys, right?
Yeah, it's so strange.
Like they're like sex scenes are kind of gross.
Yeah.
It was I don't know. It was like unnecessary, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that show. Has anyone else been keeping up with it? Drop a comment below, let us know, or tell us about some other good shows that we need to catch up with.
Why is the reason? So I'm going to talk to our producer after the show. I'm wondering why shows get terrible after like a big run of success, right? Is it like, do the writers get lazy? Like their ego gets so huge that they just get lazy and they don't try as hard? Like, or do they bring on other writers? Like, I wonder what happens because this happens to every show.
Right? It's
like
weird.
Every show. I think Game of Thrones had the longest run of just being amazing, and then just fell off the last season. But like most shows, they never finish strong, right? So Yellowstone, I think, is just because of the ratings. I haven't seen the rest of the season yet, but my guess is they maybe got one more season in them and then they're done too.
Well, didn't we hit on this topic before about how Kevin Costner may be leaving the show? Or like his wife wanted him to stop doing the show?
So are we saying this is his wife's fault?
No, I'm not saying it's his wife's fault. I'm saying like maybe they're just doing this so there's no fan base to keep it going. Like,
wait, they're sabotaging their own shows?
I don't know. Or maybe he's just not into it.
It's the wife's fault.
All right. Listen, I don't even know his wife, but you need to chill. So Tanya said we are almost caught up with Yellowstone. So what are you thinking about the show? Is it gotten better? Are you not
worse?
liking it?
Are you done with it? Like, is this season enough for you? We'd like to hear what you think.
Let us know. But yeah, so we didn't really have much shows to watch.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because the kids are so spoiled. All kids, anybody's kids that are watching, all these kids are spoiled with streaming now, right? So they don't watch commercials. So our kids are like, oh, another commercial.
All on vacation.
Yeah.
We put on
in the mornings they're watching cartoons.
I'm like, be grateful. Do you know that we would have to wait a whole week just to see our favorite cartoon on Saturday mornings?
To see a new episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one episode and then you have to wait till the next week. Crazy. Well, my mom said Dad and I still like it.
Okay.
So they still like Yellowstone.
There we go. So we got some input in there. That's two Yellowstone fans.
They're the ones who got us on board for this show.
If it wasn't for them, we would have never watched the show.
That's true. Oh my goodness.
They told us for like 2 seasons to watch it, and we're like, we'll get to it when we get to it.
So oh my goodness. Well, if you're from California, and even if you're not, you've probably heard of In-N-Out and how amazing it is. I know a lot of people love it, some people not so much, but it's family owned, very selective about where they open in new locations. For a long time, they were just in California. Then they ventured out to other places, right?
And if I'm correct, you can't open a franchise. No, this is it. It's just family.
It's just family.
I don't care how much you love In-N-Out, can't open one.
Right. They're very selective. Well, they're finally going to the East Coast, right?
What?
Or the Eastern U.S.
The Midwest, I think. Easternish.
They're going to Tennessee.
Tennessee. Remember that song?
Yes.
We're old.
We are so old. So when it opened in Colorado, in Houston, Texas, which Evelyn told us all about, that she was excited because she's in Texas, there were 14-hour lines to eat there. That's insane.
Who would wait that long? Come on. 14 hours? Is the Midwest that boring? Is it that boring that you're gonna wait 14 hours for a burger?
I don't know. That's ridiculous.
Like they're known for their
why?
They're like meat there. Like go eat a steak.
I know, like some big bison burger or something.
14 hours? It's hard to believe. I don't
know.
I need to see the time lapse for somebody waiting in line, and I want to see their face, right? I want to see like what did they look like when they first got in line to like a couple hours go by to like they're like
I don't know. Don't quote me, but I've just read the report from someone.
I mean, I think it might be one of these towns where like Walmart's like the thing, right? Like it's
they
happening.
Go hang out at Walmart.
Now they got it Friday out. They're like, what?
Oh yeah, let's get down.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't care how good the food is.
No.
I'm not waiting that long. No. I'm just not doing it.
But Chris will wait a good amount of time for some Chick-fil-A.
It doesn't take that long. So that line is ridiculous.
Insane. Has anyone gone to the Chick-fil-A in Valencia? They need more of those out here because it goes way past all the department stores.
Now, is this blasphemous or am I accurate? I'm going to ask your guys' opinion on this. I think the lines are longer at Chick-fil-A than In-N-Out. This is specifically for the In-N-Out that I go to, which is right off of Lyons in Stevenson Ranch, right? Mm-hmm. And the Chick-fil-A I go to is at the Valencia Mall. The lines are longer at Chick-fil-A and faster.
They are.
Than In-N-Out Burger.
That's true. That's very true.
So, I mean, if I'm in a hurry and that line's long, it's going to move faster than In-N-Out. So I'm just going to wait in it. It's like the longest I've ever waited is like 12 minutes. And the line was like way back, huge, like probably like 50 cars in the line. They fly that, they move that line quick.
Well, they've got it down to a science at Chick-fil-A. I feel
they don't play at Chick-fil-A.
But I do have to give props to In-N-Out because that is the one place that I go to that I never check my food to see if the order was right. Because they're always going to get it right. They never mess it up.
They are awesome with that.
Yes.
They are awesome.
Oh my goodness. Well, Lulu said the opening was crazy.
So crazy how, Lulu? Like how long did you wait? How long did you and Angel wait for your food? That's what I would like. Please don't tell me it was 14 hours.
I know. And Tanya said, we like it, continuing to watch it. And she also said she orders Chick-fil-A on the app. Oh,
what?
You need to get the app, boy. And park in the designated spots and they bring the food out. Mind is blown.
But I'm wondering, do you wait the same amount of time?
No, you order it on the app and then they bring it out to you.
But I'm driving there. It's like if she goes with my brother, right? Mm-hmm. You're going together. One of you guys could be ordering on the app.
Yeah.
It makes sense, right? But if you're driving there, I can't be on my phone.
No.
So by the time you get there, order. Like I wonder how long you have to wait.
Okay. So they don't start making it until you check in. Oh, okay. So that's what our producer just said. So it's like a 5 to 10 minute wait. That's worth it. Then you don't have to wait in line. It's
12 minutes in line, girl. I'm good.
He likes to talk to the people. He's like, no,
I gotta talk to somebody. Like, I don't want that interaction to go away. I like interacting with people.
Well, not unless you're at Disneyland. You love that app at Disneyland. You're not trying to wait there and talk to somebody.
I love that you do everything at Disneyland, and I just have to be.
Oh my goodness!
So we are going to be watching this video, and what's this video? This is from Colorado.
Colorado.
In-N-Out in Colorado.
Oh my gosh! People are going to lose their minds over a burger.
Well, weed's legal in Colorado, right? So these people all have munchies.
Oh my gosh.
For sure.
This is the line? Holy moly.
Oh my gosh. It's not that serious, y'all. You know what? There's a lot of California transplants in Colorado.
That's probably
and they've
why.
probably been fiending for this In-N-Out burger.
I'm sorry. How much money did they waste in gas sitting there? This is like the Costco gas line.
Just forget the gas.
Oh my gosh, it's still going. Have you been counting the cars?
What about your time, right?
Your time. No.
I'm sorry. There's no way.
That's ridiculous.
I'm not spending this much time in line.
Why?
And guess what? If it's the first, if they just opened, they don't have it down yet.
They're messing up your order.
They might get the order right. It's just going to take a lot longer. These people wait hours.
I feel sorry for the lactose intolerant that ordered the hamburger and got the cheeseburger.
I wonder how many people just pulled out of the car and just peed on the side of the road.
Oh, had to have happened. Or had a bucket in the car for number 2.
Something. Wow. It's still going.
Oh.
It is still going.
Has it been a mile of cars?
It might have been a mile already, but like.
Oh my gosh. Why?
Does a person in the back not realize
the Tesla needs a charge?
Right? The battery's going to die.
Gosh. No, come on. No, this can't be for this.
The Tesla doesn't care. They're Netflix and chilling right now. This is
something else. This is not In-N-Out. Come on. No.
This is crazy.
I lost count of how many cars.
Now, even if like this is just me, even if they were giving away free In-N-Out, like you have a free meal on
No,
us,
it's not
I'm
even
not
worth
waiting.
it. No.
I'm not waiting. There's no way.
How about the people who just wanted to get on that road that day and they were blocking the right turn lane?
Oh wait, it churns? Okay. There's
more.
Let's see. There's more. Look at, oh my gosh.
No.
Where is the In-N-Out?
How
where
long
is
have
it?
you been waiting?
Now, I'm going to laugh.
And
if
this is
person-
why there's
You think
lines
this
at
person's trying to
Disneyland?
cut somebody off and just get in?
No. She can't see the restaurant. There's audio here. She's
Keep
laughing.
going, girl. I want to see this video. Let's go.
She
Okay.
has to
She's going.
have a safe lane change or a safe turn.
I
We need
gotta
to
see
ask
where this
Adriana
is.
and Ish because they live in Colorado. I wonder if they live nearby where this In-N-Out
We'll
opened
ask
up.
'em.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we have some friends that moved to Colorado from here. I don't think
This In-N-Out better be monstrous to handle all these people. Is that it right there? Or is that a church?
there's no way, there is no way in hell Ish would wait this long. Ish is the type of guy he's going to be like, look at these idiots. There's no way. He wouldn't do it. I already know him.
Why? I don't understand.
Now, is it getting
Somebody
close?
fell asleep. Did you see that big gap?
They probably ran out of gas.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if anybody ran out of gas this
No,
day.
another turn.
No, come on.
Come on. Oh,
my
my
gosh.
gosh. Was there nothing to
Where's
do
the
in
Where
Colorado?
is the In-N-Out? That's what I want to know.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh my gosh.
Now, can you just eat inside? Like, why wouldn't you go
they
eat
just
inside?
park and go eat? Oh, that's why. Look at the
Wow.
line. Victory Ridge.
Wow, they're just printing money.
Oh my goodness. Wait, what is this? More? Oh, this is someone else's video of In-N-Out.
Yeah, that's.
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
already tired of watching this video. Oh. Let alone staying in line for 14 hours.
The people waiting in line who get to that front door and they're like, sorry, we're out of burgers.
Oh,
We're closed for the day. That happened to Chris when we were on vacation.
look, when I say they give no shits in Kauai, like they do
It's
not care.
happened more than once where they're like, sorry.
I'm just waiting
Bye.
in line so as long as I'll wait, I waited a half an hour, but that was like whether or not our family's gonna eat that night, right? Because like we needed food.
It would have been fine if it was just him and I, but when you got hungry kids, you
Like you
got
just
to
gotta
wait in
get
line.
something. And they had veggie dogs there, and like the kids were like, "Yeah, right." They're like, "Bye, come back tomorrow. We got no more dogs." This was like 40 minutes before the place was gonna close. They didn't care.
No, they don't care. So Lulu said we didn't. We waited a few days before they went to their In-N-Out.
You waited days, like 48 hours.
No, she waited
I
a few
know,
days before
I
she
know,
went.
I know.
And then Christian, hey Christian, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Christian.
Happy New Year. He said, yeah, it's like the same time. I don't know what that
I'm
was
not
about.
sure.
Oh, and then Tanya said, "Oh no, that's insane." Laugh out. Yeah, that's crazy. And Lulu said, "Yes, Texas line was not that long."
I'm wondering if it's just people like they want to say I got In-N-Out on the first day and they want to post about it, like because it can't just be for the burger.
They did it for the gram.
I'm ordering a ton of food if I waited that long. I'm selling burgers. I would just buy like so much food. I'll be out there selling burgers. Who wants a number one? $50.
That's right.
That's what I would have did.
Oh, that's a come up.
Shoot, we need to go to the next opening.
I'll be in Tennessee. So Christian said we need Raisin Canes. I don't know what that is. Does anybody know what Raisin Canes is?
Not sure.
I don't know, but is Tennessee ready for In-N-Out?
I don't know. So my brother lives in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask him like, how long are you waiting in that line? And I don't know what they have out there. So a goal of mine this year, one of the goals is we really want to invest in out-of-state property,
right.
get another couple rentals. And Tennessee, like we have the bullseyes on Tennessee, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping to go out there later this year. And if I do, maybe I'll hit In-N-Out Burger.
No, I need you to go have some Memphis barbecue while you're there.
So I watched a little bit of your clip of the Elvis movie too, and I was like, oh, no way. He started in Memphis?
This guy does not know anything. How do you not know that?
Listen.
Does he not know that?
Listen, Linda, listen.
My mom probably wants to slap you right now because she loves Elvis.
So first of all.
She loves Elvis. She was so excited she got to go to his concert one time.
So I'm first generation American, number one. My grandparents don't give no shits about Elvis. They didn't listen to Elvis. They listen to all Spanish music in the house, right?
Okay.
That's the first part.
Okay.
Now, I was raised in the 80s and 90s.
Okay.
Who's listening to Elvis in the 80s and 90s?
I was. My parents would play Elvis.
Well, no. But you weren't listening to Elvis. You didn't say, "Oh, I want to listen to Elvis today. I'm gonna put on the record." No, your parents did.
That's because kids didn't get a choice on what they listened to. Your parents played the music, and that's what you heard.
First generation American here. We didn't listen to Elvis in my house. Like we did not, right? So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anyhow, so I have Elvis to me.
He was like, he was from Memphis.
Hey.
Like it was some secret.
I was like, he was raised in a ghetto and he was like the only white boy in the neighborhood?
You need to watch the movie. He gave up on it. He thought it was too slow.
That movie was, I don't know what's up with Tom Hanks. I'm sorry. But like, I was not feeling his interpretation of of Elvis's manager. I was like, his accent was shitty. Like, I was not feeling him at all. He needed a new makeup person too. Like, I know
because you're watching it on the plane, maybe.
Maybe
yeah,
I don't
his
know.
face was bothering me, but maybe that's what he looked like.
Tom Hanks is 0-2 for me. With Pinocchio, and then this. Like, I don't know if I'll watch another Tom Hanks movie.
Oh, my mom said no. I didn't get to go. My dad wouldn't let me go to Vegas. Dad did see him 4 rows back. What?
Wow! All right, Ma, I gotta ask her this question. Because I did see like the first 15 or 20 minutes of the movie on the plane, and then I just couldn't watch it anymore.
It was good.
Was Elvis the first musician where girls started throwing their undergarments at him?
Yes, he was like it was like a big thing because he was like moving his pelvis on. Yes.
Yeah, but how did girls just start like they just never did it, and all of a sudden
because it was so like they had to be very reserved. You didn't see Footloose?
I didn't see Footloose either. I know what it's about, but I didn't watch it.
They would go to these shows and they would just sit in the audience and clap. And then all of a sudden when Elvis came out, one of the girls screamed like she didn't know how to handle herself. Now look at crazy. Everyone's screaming. Concerts.
We grew up to like Genuine, right? Usher. Right? Even Pops loves Usher.
Oh, yeah.
We got a video of him dancing to him at the wedding.
Oh, my goodness. So my dad got to see him 4 rows back. So when you were going to...
That's awesome,
You didn't
by the
get to
way.
go to Vegas. Is that like when he was, not well? That was probably when he was not well. Because he was getting like...
So
they mismanaged him, this guy.
So Ma, this is a good question for Ma. Is Elvis the best entertainer of all time?
He is the highest selling entertainer.
Okay, what I'm asking, is it Elvis? Mm-hmm. Is it Michael Jackson? Who else would compare right now? Is anybody even in that league?
No, I don't think so.
I don't listen or buy. I've never bought her music or anything. But sales wise, is Taylor Swift up there? Because doesn't she sell like a ton of records?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I wonder who Ma thinks is the best of all time.
She could have been Sinatra first.
I listen to Sinatra. I don't know what got me into that music.
But did your grandparents play it?
No.
Okay.
But I was older when I started listening to that. Like my first music I started listening to was rap. Right? Like that's only because my friend, one of my best friends listened to rap all the time.
So wait, you used to listen to Spanish music all the time?
Yeah, but I don't.
You don't remember it?
I wasn't like hanging out and like trying to dance.
Doing bachata?
Yeah, and I don't even know what. So my grandparents are from El Salvador, right? So it's not like the Mexican Spanish music. Like I don't know what they were doing back then. Lambada or something. Who knows?
I like your little shimmy when you said that. You were too much. Oh my goodness.
You know what's cool though? What I noticed now in the next generation, like Santino's age and younger.
Oh my gosh.
These kids know how to dance. Like
everywhere you go, kids are just dancing.
Everywhere we go, kids are twerking everywhere, which is like, it's not a sexual thing anymore. It's like a fun thing.
Shake their butts.
Because kids do it everywhere at the pool. Like all these kids are like dancing, shaking their butts. It's the weirdest thing now. Like I didn't do that when I was a kid.
No.
You didn't dance. Like boys were embarrassed to dance. Mm-hmm. Now kids are just getting it. Right. They're out there dancing.
As they should.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Well, my mom said Elvis is the king. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that he was like really good friends with B.B. King.
Was he?
You need to watch the movie.
Maybe there's another, like I'll watch a documentary or something. I can't go back to that movie. But Tom. We got to see B.B. King who was amazing live. We got to see him at the Hollywood Bowl before he passed.
That was amazing. Yep.
I always want to see like Stevie Wonder. Like, who are some people that you guys wish you could have seen live? Like Michael Jackson, I wish I would have saw Michael Jackson live.
I know.
Oh my gosh, that would have been awesome. I don't know what kind of Michael Jackson I'd want to see though. Like Afro Michael Jackson or Perm Michael Jackson. I don't know. I mean, he was equally as good, right?
Yeah.
Like he was amazing.
Anytime.
Even when he was a kid, he was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I think that would be my all-time artist. Like I wish I would have saw him live. Stevie Wonder's up there too.
Yep. Well, Stevie Wonder's still alive.
Yeah, but he's probably terrible now.
No, he's not.
He's probably out of breath and stuff up there.
Stop.
Stumbling all over stage.
You are too much. You need to relax right now. So my mom said the movie is Oscar worthy. Yes, it was. Chris, I don't know what he's talking about.
Oscar Mayer Wiener or something. I wouldn't even eat a hot dog to that movie.
Oh my goodness.
All right, maybe I'll watch it now. Since Ma says it's Oscar worthy.
It was good. It was really good.
So speaking of Ma and Pa, so Pops, Corey's dad, has won the lottery, I don't know, at least 100 times in his head. Right? Where he's already like figured out what he's going to do with the money. We never play. The last time we played, the Mega Millions were up to like $1 billion, which wasn't too long ago.
No, this was around Thanksgiving time.
Something like that, right? So the Mega Millions are up to $1.35 billion.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, Mama saw Stevie Wonder? I'm jealous.
In
his prime. In his prime.
Yeah. I mean, he's had a long prime though. Stevie, I love Stevie.
I love Stevie Wonder. And so back to these Mega Millions. $1 billion. Who's playing? I want to know that.
Yes.
And do you guys do like the big groups? You know, like people will do it at work, right? And they'll be like, they'll buy 500 tickets. Everybody pitches in money, and if they win, they split it.
Do that still?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's what they used to do, right? Back in the day.
Yeah, that's what they used to do.
I mean, I
want it all.
I'm playing today.
I want it all.
Damn. What are you going to do with $1 billion? Do you really need $1 billion?
I'm just kidding. You know me, I'm like the most giving person ever. If I wanted, I'd be like, who wants some money? Here, you get 100. 100. You get 1,000. You just get 1,000.
We're frugal, guys. We're frugal. I don't know what we would do with that money.
Oh my goodness. So we have to play.
We're playing for sure. We're going to play.
I'll be like Oprah.
Who else is playing? And who else has already counted their money, right? Like they've already decided what they're buying.
That's my dad. He already has a whole plan. Even the kids know about his whole plan. Papa already said what he's going to do if he wins the lottery.
So it draws on Tuesdays and Fridays, which I didn't know. So this Friday, someone
could be a billionaire.
Man, it could be us.
Well, we got to play.
Just saying.
We got to pay to play. Who else is going to be buying their tickets?
And how many tickets do you guys buy? Like, is it $20 worth of tickets? Is it $5 worth of tickets?
Or is it $1? You can't just do $1. You have to increase your odds. But what are the odds of winning the lottery?
You know, if I buy $20, I heard I don't know if this is accurate anymore, that you have better odds of getting struck by lightning twice. Oh, Masa, it's Friday the 13th.
Oh, what?
So I got to tell this quick story, guys. Friday the 13th, my family has bad luck. Okay. So when I was 5 years old, I was playing in my backyard. Ball goes over the wall, backs up to an alley. I go get the ball. This is back when you let 5-year-olds walk in an alley by themselves. I don't know why it used to be that way.
An alley to go get a ball.
To get a ball. And a hit and run driver, somebody hits me with the VW Bug. I go flying in the air. I wake up in the hospital.
Oh
right?
My gosh.
And I don't know if they ever caught those people. I don't think so. But that was Friday the 13th.
Horrible.
Right? Horrible.
That's horrible.
So, okay. Just a coincidence that it was Friday the 13th. Fast forward to when my brother's 5 years old, Patrick.
Oh, boy.
Right? So Tanya's with Patrick, right? So she's probably heard the story from Patrick. He's going to school. He's walking across the street. Somebody runs a stop sign, runs him right over. On Friday the 13th.
That's crazy. I don't know how all your other siblings dodged Friday the 13th issues.
We just didn't go to school anymore. Stay in the house. Stay in the house.
When you're 5 years old on Friday the 13th, you do not leave the house.
Santino made it already. He's 8. Nola made it too. We're good to go. So this Friday the 13th, it might be, time for some karma to come back. Yeah, to come back the other way around.
Yes.
Yeah, so who knows?
I'm putting all the good vibes out. Gotta win.
Maybe it pays to play. So those car accidents, it's coming back. The trauma.
The trauma.
It's all coming back. I would be a billionaire.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna play that song on the show next week.
I want to be a billionaire.
Yeah, that guy was a one-hit wonder, right?
What? It's Bruno Mars, dude.
Not Bruno Mars. It wasn't his song. He was a guest on that song. It was the other guy's song.
That I forgot his name. He was with Katy Perry.
I forgot his name. He's some dude's. He's Katy Perry, one of her boyfriends.
Yeah, one of her first boyfriends.
Don't even know his name. So I don't know if maybe Tanya never heard this story. So that is crazy. The crazy part about the story is it's actually true. I didn't make it up. It really happened.
Imagine if you did make up that crazy story. So,
I could run for office because that's what they do.
There you go. That's what they do. So tickets are $2.
$2.
So 5 for 10 or 10 for 20.
I'm doing 10 for 20. But I want to know this. If I get 10 for 20, I don't want all the tickets on the same. I don't want all the numbers on the same ticket. I
want one each individual
I want
ticket.
20 individual tickets so that I could get that experience. I want to have that feeling of everyone just looking it up. Oh, damn. Rip it up. Throw it behind me. Go to the next one.
You're ridiculous.
Oh, damn.
You're like all the people who like to do like the opening of boxes, like the unboxing of things. That's like a thing now.
Well, that's why scratchers were cool, right? Like,
yeah, like
I try to stay away from them. Thank God you could pay at the pump, right? Because if I had to go into the store, into the gas station to pay, I'd buy scratchers every single time. They're right there, and there's so many cool ones. I used to love scratchers. In my 20s, I used to play a lot.
Yeah. So you're petitioning to have scratchers at the pump?
No.
Pay to play?
They saved me a lot of money not having to go into the store anymore.
So Tanya said, I heard it. So she must have heard that story.
Oh, see, she did hear the story.
Oh my goodness. So switching things up to real estate. Who is ready to get back to work? We've been ready. We stay working. So that's kind of a rhetorical question.
A lot of people are ready. So phone was blowing up on vacation. A lot of people are like, is right now a good time? And then I got off the plane. You're on airplane mode. And I was looking at my phone actually died. And I was looking at text messages this morning. We had two people that were like, hey, is right now a good time to buy?
Yes. Let's do it.
The answer is yes, yes, yes. So if anybody's thinks, are you ready to get back to work? We never stopped. We're ready to go. We actually have appointments all week. So rain or shine, we'll be there and on time. Okay. So
we have a new listing coming up in Santa Clarita, which we're super excited about. So it's going to be going on the market live next week, right? You're doing video and photos this week.
So we're doing video and photos tomorrow, trying to dodge the rain. We want the pictures to come out really nice, and advised our client, like, it's raining this weekend.
Maybe it's not a good idea because I don't think a lot of people will be out.
They won't be there for the open house. On top of that, like, we like to have everything in order. So the sign went up today, but I like to have the brochures. I like to have them at the open house. I don't think we're going to have our turn time. We might not get the pictures until late Friday. So to have an open house Saturday is not going to work. So anyhow, we will show you guys a process of that. But, really grateful that we sold our clients his house like 5 or 6 years ago.
Longer? That, yes.
I'm not good with time. 7
Yeah,
years
since
ago.
before Santino, I think.
And, thank you to all our clients because you guys always come back to us. And we really appreciate that. So I'm really excited to really, hit up the whole neighborhood, showcase it, share the video on our next show. Yeah, because it'll be ready by the next show.
We already did some pre-marketing at the Elite meeting today.
We already have interest on the property. And anyhow, that property is it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's about 1,200 square feet, but it feels a lot bigger. There's a big sunroom, like an enclosed sunroom, where they used it as a gym, like an outdoor gym, but it's protected by the elements. You can also use it as like a workspace, right?
Right.
So especially if somebody has, a lot of people sell stuff online nowadays and need a place for all their UPS and Amazon packages. You could do all that stuff there. It would be a great place for that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and it has a big backyard, right? And it's on an established street, so like everybody keeps their house up really nice there. Flooring's done, kitchen's remodeled. It's wood floors. And the only thing it really needs is the bathrooms could be updated.
Right.
But, it doesn't need to be done right away. But it's a great first-time home. And we're going to list
Awesome.
right at 725.
Ooh, I can't wait to see it. Super excited. So, how would you say the weather affects the real estate market? Because California, we're so used to the sunshine, and when it starts to rain, do you think that really affects when people go out and actually look at property?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, nobody wants to put on rain boots and go look at houses.
I mean, but we do have clients they're gung ho, they're going out.
Oh, I love to have the buyers like that.
Yes.
But like for the sellers, there's not many people coming to look at your place that day. It's
Right.
it's a lot less. So on the buyer side, it's an advantage because most people didn't want to get wet. So
Right.
your competition didn't leave the house. So it's a great opportunity to go find something like whoever wants to go look at property this weekend.
Let's go.
Let's go. I don't care about showing property in the rain. I got rain boots.
Yeah,
I
it'll be
don't,
good.
but I'll buy them. But anyhow, it definitely does affect it. And if agents are smart, you're not going to put your house on the market this Friday or
Right.
Thursday and have your first weekend be raining.
Right.
Because days on market
accumulate.
means whenever you go active, every day after that, all the potential buyers can see how many days you've been on the market.
Right.
And the greater that number grows, they think something's wrong with the house, or they want to offer you that much less money on the property.
Right. Right.
So,
Well, my mom said she's going to get the girls from school to give them hugs for us and talk when we come to get Uma. So they've been watching our dog Uma. Thank you so much for doing that, Mom.
it's
Appreciate
a great
you.
time for the Uma story.
Can I tell the story?
You tell it.
This is so funny. So our dog is terrified of the rain. She does not want to go out when it's raining. She doesn't want to get wet. She's cold. So they have to
She's
kind
a
of
lab.
She's a lab.
They're supposed to
but
like the water.
She's so different. She's extra.
She's special. She's special.
So my parents have to actually take her outside to go potty, right? So my dad went to go take her outside, right? Well, when he went out there to go get her, because my mom had let her out, he walked out, and next thing you know, he's like, "Ah, shit!" And my mom's like, "What happened?" He stepped in her poo right by the door. And my mom was just laughing at him. It's so funny. Like,
Right.
she probably got the most joy out of laughing at him.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
She loved it.
So she goes, "What happened?" as she's laughing, and he turns around to walk back in, and he stepped in another pile.
So your dad told me this story last night, right? So he was so great. He went and picked us up at the airport at 11:30, 12 o'clock, and it's way past his bedtime.
Yeah, he was so
Right.
tired.
So he did us a super solid. Anyhow, so he's telling me the story, and I wasn't gonna add to it at the time because he just picked us up, right? But it's already been a night, so now I could add to it now. I was thinking to myself,
why didn't you pick
why
it up
didn't you
the
pick up
last
that shit the
time?
first time she went?
I know. Why were there two piles waiting
Why
for
are there
you?
two piles
I
there?
was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to tell him because then he would be really mad.
Well, then on top of that, like, especially when it rains, I'm picking it up immediately
'Cause then
because
it's
I don't
gonna
want that
get all-
nasty, watery poo all over my concrete. So I pick it up right away.
Yeah,
And then
you're
on the
gonna-
sunny days, I wait a day so it gets a little hard and doesn't smear on the concrete. Then I don't have to rinse it off every 5 seconds.
Oh
the
my
concrete.
gosh, that's so
So
funny.
anyhow,
So, well, I think the real question is who left her poo there? Was it my mom or my dad? Because if he left it there, then that's his own fault.
I mean, I think that somehow it's usually just the male's job to clean up the poo.
Probably.
Just kind of what
He
happens,
should have
right?
just done it. I clean up poo all the time. It's a joint effort in our
It's
house.
a joint effort in our
Yeah.
house for sure.
So my Aunt Barb just said Elvis actor Austin Barnes won the Golden Globe Award last night for his portrayal of Elvis.
Yeah,
He did a
I
great
I
job.
thought he was awesome. So he's not why I stopped watching the show. It was Tom Hanks. Like, I don't know if I have this bias after watching Pinocchio for like 5 minutes.
Can't get over him.
I don't know. His career is plummeting right now. He's in a free fall.
Stop.
I'm just kidding. Tom Hanks is amazing. Like, one of my favorite movies of all time is Forrest Gump. It's the only movie to date ever, and this dates me a little bit, where I watched the movie for the first time, took it out of the VCR when it was done, rewound it. I took it out because remember you used to have if you had a rewinder, it was faster. Did you ever have a rewinder?
Oh, a separate one?
Yeah, a separate one. So I took it out, I rewound it, and I watched it again. That's how much I loved Forrest Gump.
He can't wait to show the kids that movie.
I can't wait. And I think,
I checked, it's PG-13.
So what?
He's like, I'm not going to make them wait till they're 13.
yeah. So Hey, Santino and Nola graduated a little bit, so.
Oh, Lulu corrected us. It's Austin Butler. Laugh out loud.
Okay.
I didn't know.
So I don't want to get too far on a tangent, but this Austin Butler, I saw him on some like geek fantasy show where he's like I don't know what he was. He was like an elf or something, like some crazy. No, he was like he had magic or something. Anyhow, he started there on some MTV series. But you know, I'm a geek. I watch that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So I already knew about this kid from before. He doesn't age. He did that show like 10 years ago, and he looks exactly the same. But yeah, I thought he was awesome. He did good on that. But anyhow, back to these kids. So our kids are really slow to watch adult things, which is great.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. I think some people get off, like some parents are like, oh, my kid's already seen like rated R stuff, and they're 8 years old or 7 years old. And I'm like,
okay,
it's not something I would brag about, but good for you. I'm not ready to desensitize our kids to violence and all that stuff, right? I like them to be sweet, innocent kids.
Yes.
But it was the edit. It was on HBO Family. I was looking for something for them to watch, right, at night. And Jurassic Park, the OG Jurassic Park was on.
And they finally saw it.
And I was like, you guys think you're ready for some Jurassic Park? These dinosaurs are going to be eating people. Are you sure you want to watch it? And Nola's like, yeah. And then Santino's like, didn't say anything, right? So then I play it. First, we got caught it a little bit late, like maybe 10, 15 minutes in. It's where the guy's sitting on the toilet and the Tyrannosaurus Rex basically bites him and eats him up, right? Santino still made it. I was watching his movement. He was like, kind of like,
his body language.
I don't know if I want to watch this. And Nola's like glued. And then when the Velociraptors came out, it was a little bit scarier. You also have that funny dinosaur where it's like fish scales. Not fish scales. It's like this thing around his head. It pops out.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he spits out poison or whatever. Anyhow, I could see him getting a little bit more scared as it went along. And then with the Velociraptors, that was it. He was like, all right, Dad, I'm done. I don't want to watch this anymore.
Can you change this?
Can you change this? So I change it, and I forgot what came on or whatever. And then after like 2 minutes or whatever came on, he was ready again. He was like, can you change it back? I want to watch it. I'm like, you sure? Nola's like, yeah, change it back, Dad. So that was the first thing, right? So on the plane, I was watching that Elvis movie and I got bored of it. So I watched Bullet Train.
Oh, I don't know what that's about.
It's like nonstop violence for like
every man's dream show, right?
I love stuff like that, like the action sequence when you bring out some swords, like,
okay.
And I think it's like in Japan, like loved it. It's a bunch of assassins on a train, loved it, right? It wasn't a great plot or anything, and it wasn't as
just
like
the action you were.
It wasn't
into.
as clever as they were trying to be, and the villain, I hate that actor, but anyhow, the scenes were cool, the fight scenes, right? And Nola's on her tablet. Santino's watching like Buzz Lightyear again or something on his thing, and I caught Nola watching it, and I was like, oh shit, I wonder how long she was looking, because I'm watching it on my little phone. She has her big iPad in front of her, right? So no, she had her tablet in front of her. She was playing the game, and I see she's like this, just watching. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, baby, you can't watch this. Why are you watching Killing, Dad? That's what she told me. I'm like, I like action scenes. You like killing? I was like, no, baby, I don't like killing. I don't like killing.
She looked at you in a different light. She was like, why are you watching that?
No, she wanted to watch it. I was like, baby, you can't watch this. You're too young for this. So I had to take my hat off, and I put my hat like this.
That's why you had that over there.
So
I thought you were trying to block the light so she could rest.
No, I didn't want her to watch the show. Because she wasn't listening to, like, I can't just tell her, close your eyes.
So then put something else on.
I was watching it. Santino's not trying to watch it. Like, it's too violent for him. He's like.
You should have been like this. She was watching it through your little holes in the hat.
No, she can see it from that. But
didn't even want to change
that girl has no fear of stuff like that. Like, she would be the kid that would be like, let's watch Nightmare on Elm Street, Dad. Like,
let's watch Chucky.
She'd want to watch that, but I'm not gonna let her. But she would want to.
Yes.
And Santino, thank God, he's just like, when I'm 13, I'll watch PG-13, Dad. So it's all good, but it was funny, man. The kids are so different. It's cool to see like what they're into, what they're not into.
Meanwhile, she's afraid of the ocean and the waves, just like her mom. And then Santino's out there just,
he was getting it on that boogie board.
having fun in the ocean.
Those waves were no joke either.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so how do we get to that point?
I don't know. But I want to jump back into real estate because I learned a really, really valuable tip today. So today's at Elite's meeting, we had, I believe her name is Lisa Odom, and she's a probate real estate attorney here in Santa Clarita.
Okay.
And she said she's been nonstop busy through the holidays with a lot of probates.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let me just explain this real quick. And we've talked about it so many times on the show.
Yeah.
We actually have an old show from like season 1 with Ed O'Hare, who's a probate a trust attorney, right?
Yeah.
So
he does like estate planning and stuff.
she was saying the number one mistake that homeowners make when they want to get their kids, they want their kids to take over their property one day, is they just add their kids onto title of the property, right?
Oh no, you have to have a trust.
So, does it work? And are the kids able to keep the property and sell it later? The answer is yes. It does work. So that cost you $12 to deed your kids on, maybe 25 with the notary charge, right? The cost of a trust, which is the proper thing to do, is like anywhere from $2,500 to $3,000.
Right.
So why the hell would you do a trust?
Right.
Well, let me tell you why you would do a trust.
Thank you for sharing. Enlighten us.
So if the parents buy the property at $50,000, right, and now they sell it for $1 million, well, the kids sell it because the parents passed away, right? They're paying capital gains on 20% to the state, or 20% federal, 10% of state, vice versa, one of those, 30% basically. And they're paying it on the 950.
Oh, wow.
$1 million minus 50, right? But if it was in a trust, they don't pay any of that.
I didn't know that.
That whole $1 million is there's no capital gains on that. That's huge.
That is huge.
So you're gonna to save $2,500 to $3,000, your kids will potentially have to pay $200,000 to $300,000 in taxes.
Wow.
And if they're not on title or in a trust, they're gonna lose a lot more in probate court.
Yes, because there's so many fees involved with probate.
So just to homeowners out there, if you haven't done this yet, okay, it should be your number one goal this year to get your property in a trust. Now, that's only if you have some equity in your home. Because if you just put down 3.5%, like who cares? No, seriously, like what's your kid gonna inherit? Like nothing, because the cost to sell your home is gonna be more than the 3.5% you put down, right? But if you got like 20% equity, you put down 20% on your home, get one, protect yourself, protect your legacy, because you're gonna set up your kids to win
for sure
later, right? And the cost of homes are just getting more and more expensive. People are getting priced out. So
great advice.
Something that you guys should definitely do. I think, especially here in California, especially here in Los Angeles area, we're getting priced out. People are getting priced out of homes, and it's gonna happen. Don't think that it's not gonna happen to you. It happens everywhere that people want to live, and it's a popular place to live. Like we dream of owning property in Hawaii.
Yes.
Right. So it's so funny. So I did this Redfin game, and I'm looking at stuff in like Princeville and Kauai, which I thought was going to be cheaper than Maui.
Yes.
Right. Hanalei Bay. Oh my gosh. To get a 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo in Princeville, which is not on the ocean.
Right.
You might get a view, right? Partial ocean view. It's like $1 million for a 1-bedroom.
Right.
On top of that, the HOA is like $1,200 a month.
It's crazy. It's so expensive.
That's insane. So like the poor locals, if they don't already own property, if their parents didn't have them in a trust, right? Like if they didn't do this stuff, there's no way they can afford to live on their own island.
I know. They got priced out.
So I was talking to a realtor there because we sat in a timeshare meeting. Who's done this, by the way? Like,
oh yeah, everybody I'm sure dreads the timeshare meetings. I know I do. At first I go in there with like the scowl on my face, like you're taking how much time out of my vacation?
So it was worth it though.
But
because
it was worth it.
We stayed in Princeville at the Westin Princeville. I think if you go online to book it for what we got, it was a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. It's probably $700, $800 a night, right? At that time that we went. And we went for 6 nights, 5 days, or 6 days, 5 nights.
Yes.
6 days, 5 nights at the Princeville for like $600.
Yeah, because they want you to come there and listen to their spiel and get you to ultimately buy a timeshare, which we never end up doing.
We have to give up 90 minutes.
But you do have to give up 90 minutes of your time.
They're not letting you leave without 90 minutes. And if you do, you've already signed a contract that you have to pay full price.
Yeah.
Well, you'll pay full price for your trip.
Yeah. So you have to get signed out and stuff. So our little trick, if anyone is going to go on a timeshare meeting and you have children with you, you just tell them ahead of time, okay, daddy's going to give you a little nod or like a wiggle of the ear. And at that time, you need to just start saying how hungry you are and you have to get out of there. Just like throw a fit, be the worst kids ever. I'm hungry. So the kids were practicing that. They were putting on a show. I'm hungry, mommy. They said that's what they're going to say. And that's what happened. We're like, we got to feed these kids. We need to get out of here.
They did. So they did it. They jumped the gun. They did it at the hour mark, which actually worked out.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Cola was the guy's name, right? Which is pretty cool. That's the best nickname I've ever heard for Nicholas.
Yeah.
Forget Nick, right? Cola. I never thought about that before. Anyhow, Cola was like, he looks at the time. He's like, you guys still got 30 minutes to go.
Left.
Like, he just let us know.
Like, we're only at 60.
We're only at 60.
You said you'd be here for 90. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Okay.
I was like, but they always go over. So we just let them know ahead of time. Well, the kids let them know ahead of time, which worked out great. We were out 90 minutes.
Yeah, it was great. It was amazing.
But anyhow, going back to the timeshare. What were we talking about in the timeshare?
You're talking about the timeshare because you were comparing how people get priced out of markets where everyone really wants to be. And that you were comparing the prices of a 1-bedroom condo. And then we went to the timeshare to find out like what they had to offer, right?
Oh,
and how expensive it is to do timeshares as well.
Also, no, it was because of Cola. So Cola was, he was an agent on Maui, on Kauai. His dad was a broker for like who knows how many years. He's been an agent himself for 30 years. He just jumped into timeshare sales because he said
there's no inventory.
There's no inventory on Kauai, and basically normal people, meaning his friends, teachers, firefighters, like city workers, like people that, his regular friends on the island can't afford to buy anything there.
Right. It's so expensive.
So he's like every now and then he's like, I might sell 3 or 4 houses in the year and they're like $3 million, $2.5 million, right? So he's like, but it's too inconsistent. So that's why I jumped onto this side of selling timeshares, which is insane. I mean, that is happening not necessarily on that level because Los Angeles is very big, but that's happening in certain areas of LA.
Yeah, it's true.
People are just priced out. Like you just can't live there anymore.
Right.
Even if you grew up there, right? There's a lot of people that grew up in Santa Clarita that moved to Antelope Valley.
Right.
And that's just because they can't buy a house here if they wanted to.
Or they moved out of state. A lot of people have
Or they moved out of state, right? So if you can afford to buy a house, I got to go back to this because this is the new year. People keep asking, is it a good time to buy a house? Especially if you're not a homeowner. If you're not a homeowner, the best time to buy a house is when you can afford to.
Yes.
Because you're losing when you're not a homeowner. Like you're losing on equity, on time paying down that mortgage.
Right.
There's benefits to owning a home. Like you can't just look at the payment. Well, number one, you got to afford the payment.
Of course.
But you can't just look at the payment because you're having a tax write-off, right? You're gaining equity at the same time. So let's say your payment's $4,000 a month. You probably are getting about, between the tax write-off and between the equity, that true net payment is probably closer to $3,000 a month because maybe you have a $600 write-off and you get like equity of $400. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you can't just look at that barometer. You got to get into a house. You're not even in the game until you own a house.
Right.
That's
because you're just paying for somebody else's mortgage.
You're just paying for somebody else's mortgage. So that's tough. Oh my
goodness. Well, Olga said great advice. Dee Dee said excellent advice. And Sol is here. Hi, Sol. She said, hi, guys. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So good to see you. I see you got your professional pictures up. Sol, congrats. Sol just passed her real estate exam not too long ago, so she'll be a new agent.
Ooh, ooh.
Good job. What a great time to get into the real estate market where it's challenging.
Yeah, if you can make it in this market coming up, you could probably make it in any market. It's going to be tough. So I've been, I read all the real estate stuff, and I read that last year was the first year ever in the history of real estate that there was more agents, 1.6 million agents, in the United States than listings.
That's crazy.
1.5 million listings.
That's crazy.
Did you hear that? More agents than listings. That's insane.
That's crazy.
So, and then the average agent sold between 4 to 6 houses last year. That's the majority of agents. That's 90% of agents.
Wow.
All right. So let's break that down. No,
break it down.
Got to break it down because there's this misconception that agents are like making all this money that they don't deserve.
Right.
Right. And sellers and buyers, I think, not ours though.
Yeah.
But I think that's the general misconception of that we make all this money, we don't do any work. Right. 4 to 6 properties. Let's say the average property is $750. Right. And if you're a new agent, Sol's a new agent, your split's probably like 60-40.
Right.
Right. All right. That means you're making 40% to 60% commission. Let's just say 50% commission. Right. So if that commission is like 22 grand, you'll be lucky to make 11 of that 22 grand. Right. And if you sell 4 houses, you're making 40. And that's if you're selling 750 properties. When you're new, most of the time you're selling like condos, whatnot. Yeah. But anyhow, let's say you make $40,000 to $60,000 a year. That's what the average agent's making, 40 to 60. It's really hard to live in California.
Right. Well, those are national numbers that you spit out, right?
Yes.
The amount of agents.
So it averages out, right? In different places. But still 4 to 6 houses. I'm giving 4 to 6 houses here in LA, $40,000 to $60,000, you're renting.
Yeah.
You can't afford to own yourself. And it's really, to me, it's really hard to be a real estate agent, especially working with buyers and sellers, if you've never been a homeowner.
Oh, yeah. You have to understand the process.
You have to understand the process, right? Like appreciate the process. And if you're preaching how important it is to be a homeowner and you've never bought a house, it's really tough.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had that problem when remember I used to sell, I was
life
doing
insurance.
rollovers and selling life insurance, and I was trying to be like a financial planner in my early 20s.
Yes.
I know the people that I was sitting at their table, they were like, "You're broke, kid. How are you going to teach me?
How are you going to tell me what to do with my money?
How are you going to tell me?" Yeah. Like, they're like, "What are you doing?" Right. So I think it's the same thing. Right. And we've been seeing a lot of people exit a lot of real estate agents exit the market. We'll see. Today's meeting at Elite, man, there was like 60 agents there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's a lot of people there.
A lot of good energy.
Yeah. And
a lot of great networking.
The lenders were saying that they've been nonstop busy with new applications this week and phone calls, like
I think
people wanting to buy.
When the new year sets in, like people get really excited about their goals, and that's one of the biggest things is home ownership. So that's great to hear that people are energized, because I know toward the end of the year, a lot of the lenders kind of take breaks, and then you don't see a lot of things getting pushed through. Luckily, knock on wood, we were super busy. But for the most part, a lot of the lenders like go on vacation and whatnot. So that's great news to hear that people are hitting the ground running.
Yeah, much success to Sol. Hopefully she does amazing.
She said. We're excited for you, Sol. You're going to do great. I'm sure she will. So, excited. Looking ahead, we have a busy week ahead for us. We're finally going back to jiu-jitsu tomorrow. So hopefully we get to see you there, Sol, and all your cute little kids. And the kids are so excited to go back. They can't wait.
Were they talking about it this morning?
Well, yeah, no, I just see them. Like, I go, you guys want to go to jiu-jitsu? Yeah, we finally get to go. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a while. So we miss our family over at Checkmat. So we hope to see everyone there. And then we finally get to go to the dentist for the kids, which has been rescheduled like 2 or 3 times because the doctor and their whole office has gotten sick.
Everybody was sick.
Like twice. So get to go to the dentist, which our kids love the dentist. They're so excited about going to the dentist.
I don't know how that happens. I still don't like the dentist.
Oh, they love it. And our kids, they floss and they do mouthwash every single time they brush their teeth. And I'm just so happy we've instilled that in them, because I don't remember flossing when I was a kid. I would do it like right before we were going to go to the dentist. Like, oh, you should be flossing. Right. I don't even think they enforced it for kids. Later on in life, they're like, oh, you should be flossing. Oh, okay.
Right.
So yeah, we're going to be going there. And Sol said, can't wait to see the kids and Corey again. I know, we miss you all. And then, so we're going to the dentist. I get to go to the dentist, have my Invisalign.
Is this your last tray?
Well, that's the thing. I think they forgot about me.
What?
Yes, I was supposed to have my trays like over a month ago. I'm like, am I going to get these trays? They just try to play it off like the doctor had approved something.
So what's this process with the Invisalign?
So they give you like a set time on how long you have to wear it for, right? And they're, you're gonna get these trays, and at the very end, if you don't like the way it is and there's like some minor things you need to tweak, then just let us know. We'll get you some corrective trays. So that time has way passed for me. Okay. I've already told them no, there's stuff that still needs to be perfect because I'm not wearing these all the time, paying all this money to have teeth that aren't perfectly straight.
Sure.
So I told them that, and they got the new trays, and then I go in and she's like, okay, are you ready to take them off? I'm like, they're still like crooked on the bottom. That's why I came here. So I'm waiting on those trays. Maybe they're irritated with me. I don't know.
Yeah, because they totally forgot about you.
They totally forgot about me. So I get to go there. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully I get these.
Let me see those teeth. There you go.
They're nice and straight, just the bottoms. They need to be perfect because, no, I didn't invest all this time and money for no reason.
Now, how long have you had those? Like a year?
No, it's been since summertime, I think.
Is it that fast?
Yeah.
What if you got jacked up teeth like mine? How long will this take?
I don't know.
So I got a lot going on in here.
It might take a while.
You know what? So you're the one that made me think about this. Like, you didn't tell me like you should go fix your jacked up teeth.
I would never say that to you.
But you would think it for sure.
Why are you putting thoughts in my head?
No, but I mean, I totally would, but I know this sounds silly especially because I don't go a lot. I haven't been going a lot to jiu-jitsu, but just having, anything brackets on my teeth.
You're afraid it might
and then
mess up
having
your
somebody's
lips.
elbow in my face. I'm not trying to get all because I had braces when I was young.
It's different than braces though. They don't like cut your lips. You just have to get used to that.
What if like somebody's pushing your lip against your teeth?
Likely you will have some.
That's what I'm saying.
Skin breakage.
Can you wear a mouthpiece and not damage your Invisalign, the brackets?
Well, once your Invisalign is on, that's just holding the Invisalign on. So it's not gonna.
I would have to take the Invisalign off
Why?
during sparring, because I'm not going to break those things in my mouth.
Are you gonna break your teeth?
I've gotten like forearms in my face, and you're almost biting your own lip. Like it happens.
Honestly, this is a question for the dentist. I have no idea. I think you should be able to wear them though, while you're rolling. Professor Lecca wears hers all the time, but
yeah, nobody's trying to mess with her. And
no one's putting an elbow to her face.
Putting an elbow to her face. She'll destroy everybody over there. So, I mean, who thinks I should get some Invisalign? Because look, I don't know. What do you think? I think I need them. I mean, I got some major gaps. I can make a Gap commercial for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't know. You always say that you don't want to fix your teeth, but if you want to, do you, boo?
Well, no, I said I don't want to do veneers or nothing like that. But like my own teeth, yeah, I'd fix my own teeth.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to do anything crazy. Like I'm not wearing headgear. I'm too old for that.
I don't even think they do headgear anymore.
Do they do headgear still?
I hope not. I don't think so. I think they have technology that's way better than
me being the
90s.
Me being the great dad that I am, I would get headgear with our kids when they need it. We'll all be wearing it together.
Lord. Headgear.
Slurping and stuff. Remember that?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Horrible. So look, Tanya said you should try the Invisalign, Chris.
Maybe. I might just do it.
Get that grill. I think you would only need the top. The bottoms are straight.
Beautiful straight teeth with just a big yellow tooth right there. The dead one. Dad, why is your tooth yellow? Remember the kids asked me that, like periodically they ask me all the time.
Oh my goodness. So, yep, Invisalign hopefully will be off soon. Maybe Chris will be getting his on, but it depends on whether it's going to get messed up in jiu-jitsu.
Do they have coupons for that?
Listen, I've already shopped it.
I want to save some money.
I'll be your girl. I know how to shop this Invisalign thing.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I like where this is going. I didn't know we were going to have an Invisalign discussion today.
Well, there you go. And then this Friday we get to see some friends. We're having a friends dinner on Friday. We get to see Jeff and Katya and the House family. Woo! The kids get to have a play date.
And all the kids.
Oh, Nola's so excited.
Well, I didn't call to confirm that we're on, but we made the plans. So we can't be celebrating being billionaires that day.
Oh yes.
Imagine how fun that dinner would be.
That'd be amazing. Ooh, I think I need to get everyone like a little lotto ticket. Put on their plate.
We should have it. That'd be fun.
That'd be cool. That'd be fun. Then we could all be standing around looking at our numbers, getting disappointed or excited.
I'm not giving away no lotto tickets. How would you feel?
$2.
Hell no. It's not $2 because what if they won?
They're gonna share.
No, and didn't share with you. You were like, here you go. I got you. Everybody has tickets today.
I know our friends, they would share.
Of course they would. But I'm just saying, what if somebody didn't share?
That's not your friend.
Who cares? It's $1 billion you just gave away.
I will be taking that right back. You have to wrestle him on the way out.
You going to court? No,
oh, no. You would just do jujitsu on the way out.
I'm not giving away tickets, girl.
Oh, my goodness.
No.
And then this Friday is B's birthday. B, I know you love watching our show or listening to our show. Happy birthday. We can't wait to get together with you soon.
And then quick shout out to my brother. It was actually his birthday yesterday, Marlo.
Yes,
gave him a call from the airport.
Happy birthday. Awesome. And then Chris has some showing appointments this week and listing appointments, right? So you're super busy.
I have a listing appointment. But, you know, it's funny. I think this lady found me online, right? And it was funny because she was super excited. I was giving her, we were at the beach. Like I'm in the water talking to this lady on the phone. Don't know who she is. And she was calling about a place that we've sold multiple properties in, right? It's the Williams Homes project right off the freeway in Sylmar. Right? We sold like 4 homes in there, right? So I know that community. And I'm telling her about it, right? And she's 100% ready to go, right? So I have the appointment. We'll see if she sticks to it. I have it on Saturday. I'll follow up with her again. So I follow up with her 2 days later because I sent her comparable sales.
Right.
As soon as we got back to the room, sent her sales, no response. So the next day I called her, didn't pick up. I texted her, hey, did you receive the comparables that I sent you? And she said, yes, but they're way too low. They're way too low. Somebody sold their house for $700,000. Why would I sell it for any less, right?
When did they sell
So I was like, what is she talking about? Because I looked at every single sale in the last 6 months, right? There's no way. So then I went back a year.
A year is a big difference.
Sorry, lady. So I had to tell her, like I said, hey, the comparable that you're using is when the market peaked.
Yes.
That's when the interest rates were 3.5%.
Yeah, that's
a
gone.
unit sold for $700,000. Fast forward 8 months later, because it was 8 months ago, the prices have come down from $700,000. You'd be lucky to get $650 for your place. There's her model match unit on the market. It's been on the market for 124 days.
Oh, wow.
For $660. Why do you think you're gonna get $7?
Yeah, no.
So anyhow, we'll see because I might do the meeting and she might want to list at 700 and I won't take the listing at 700.
No, we're not in the business of taking listings.
Just, I got a listing, but it's never going to sell. No. So we'll see.
You got to be real. You got to be realistic with these prices these days. And thank goodness that we're able to convey that information to our clients. We never want to mislead people and then just set them up for failure and disappointment.
Well, so that's what I told her actually. I told her that on the first conversation. I said, hey, I don't know. I don't have the comparables in front of me right now, but I'll have more information once I look at them and see what's sold there. But here's what I'm not going to do. When we meet, I'm going to tell you what I think your property is worth. If you think it's worth more, a lot more, you might want to work with whatever agent gave you that information, because she told me some agent gave her that information. Right. I said, because that agent, their whole game is to just tire you out. Yep. She's like, what do you mean? They're just going to wait until the house sits on the market, and then you get so tired that you finally give in and lower the price.
Right.
But we don't have that free time to just sitting there working for like 3 months. And
why would we want to have anyone have that bad taste in their mouth? That's not good. That's not.
It's stressful for all parties.
That's not how you do the best for your client. No. You get your client the most money right now. Or are you going to wait till later to get them less? That's silly.
Exactly. So we'll see.
Makes zero sense.
I saw a property today, and I'll put. It's a really nice property. It's out right off of Copper Hill and like. McBean, but you know that the one that the little properties are up in the cut over there. I can't remember the name of that track.
Is it Mountain View? No.
But we you sold a property there to Max.
Oh yeah. I forgot the track name.
Anyhow, in that little community, the properties, some of them sell for like 1.1 now.
Yes.
This property is listed at 1.1. It's not gonna sell for 1.1.
No.
And I put on the little sheet like $9.99, and they're like, "Thank you," because I need to let my seller know like they're not listening to me right now. They think it's 1.1.
Oh boy!
Because people are looking at comps from 8 months ago. Yet. It's gonna hit the market.
Oh, okay. That's a nice area.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Not 1.1 nice though. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us here on R&R. Chris and I are so grateful for you all and appreciate all of your support. That is going to be our show today. And thanks for hanging out with us here. Be sure to catch us here weekly on Facebook Live. We can't wait to see you next Wednesday at noon. And we're your hosts, Corey and Chris Silva. And we'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.